Hello and welcome to jasonnewland.com. My name is Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. I'm listening to what Vinny's up to. I can hear him, but I can't see him. He's down there somewhere. But it's warm. These lights are so hot. It's warmer at night than in the daytime, because in the daytime there's no, at the moment when it's a nice day, there's no central heating on. At night it gets a bit colder, so the heating comes on. So with that, the TV that was on, so I guess that's radiating heat. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, and my naturally heat producing face, and probably this top's probably not helping. It's a hindrance, I tell you. It's a hindrance. It's a hindrance. Is that an actual word? It's hindering me. It's not helping, it's hindering me. But hindrance, it doesn't sound correct for some reason. So, just trying to think. So today's Thursday the 20th, I think, of March 2025. It's the 20th or the 21st? I think it's the 20th. I think. It might be the 21st. I'm not sure. But it's Thursday. I don't have a Thursday recording as such, because I've kind of got back into the routine, sort of doing a different recording each day for the Let Me Bore You to Sleep. So you got Monday's Boring Objects, Trivia Tuesday, Whisper Wednesday, down, down, down. Stop screaming at me. I know not everyone likes it. Friday, Q&A Friday, and then Sunday, Sunday summary. Well, that's nice. Oh, that's quite cool. I'm not doing anything weird if you're listening on the podcast. Just airing out my shirt. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, friction on my nipple. No. Wow. They're poking out a bit. That's weird. So, producing milk next. So, yeah. I haven't got anything really for Thursday or a Saturday. Although I am thinking maybe do a Jason Chats. But then what's the point? Because these are me chatting, aren't they? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I asked this on a previous recording, but you might not have heard that one. So I'm going to ask again. And I'm going to go into a bit more detail what I'm referring to. So, what's my name? So I asked in a previous recording whether or not, just asking people that listen regularly to maybe consider going on to my Apple podcast, if that's where you listen, even if you don't listen there, but especially if you do listen, and I've had a few problems with the reviews. Now, some would argue that bad reviews are because what I'm doing is terrible. But if what I was doing was terrible, why are people listening? Is a question, you know. Why am I getting people listening? So, I mean, I get at least 9 people a day listen. Now, you can't tell me that's not successful. It's very successful. So here says, thank you. So, okay, this is not the right one. This is the Let Me Bore You to Sleep one. But I'm talking about more my other podcast, which has all of my stuff on. But even this one, the last review that I received on my Let Me Bore You to Sleep podcast on Apple Podcasts was the 11th of the 6th, so June, 11th of June 2024. It says here, I didn't come on here to read out nice reviews, by the way. That wasn't my point. Is but I saw a nice one, so I will. Have been listening regularly for some time and am now terribly addicted to being bored to sleep. It's an important part of my nighttime routine and highly recommended. For serious sleeping and stress problems, I think Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply is perfect, though. So that Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply, that's my main podcast, where I put everything I do on there. That's the one I was looking at, maybe to try and get some nice reviews, because there's some pretty, not all reviews are great. There's no reason why they should all be great, but at least one nice one would be nice. Nice. I think, okay, let's hope we'll all still be here to celebrate the 10,000th episode, and we safely close our eyes. While we safely close our eyes. Thank you. I don't know who that was from. CW203-30417. And Mimi, or Mr. Mill, thank you from Thomas. That's a different person. Listen daily and never fails to get me to sleep. Jason really is amazing. I agree. Thank you. It's very kind of you. But that's it. They're the only... What? How can there only be... There's 28 ratings, but there's only 2. That doesn't even make sense. How can there be only 2? Okay, fair enough. But that's on a Let Me Bore You to Sleep. So let's have a look at the other one. Relax. Stress and pain relief. Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply. Okay, here we go. This is on Apple Podcasts. Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply. And... right, there's nothing on there. What? Years active, 2018 to 2025. 957 episodes. I'm confused now, because I went on there the other day and you know what I mean? It was like, Apple Podcasts, Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply. Right, no reviews on there. That is very confusing. Stress and pain relief. Again, this is from 2024. I love this podcast. It always helps me to fall down. Helps me to fall down. Helps me to calm down when I feel really stressed, either as a relaxing break during the day or fall asleep at night. It seems there are no new episodes. Okay, so this is probably when I lost my podcast. Kate says, I was skeptical about this, but it does get me off to sleep within 15 minutes, even when I've been tossing and turning. I never get past my shoulders on the body scan episodes. Cool. I've got no idea where the recordings are. No, that's weird. Where's the episodes? 93. Show website. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. It's a mess. You know, ever since, right? Moan. That's all I'm doing, isn't it? Now, ever since I lost my podcasts a couple of years ago. Well, it wasn't even a couple of years ago, was it? It was... Well, yeah, it was. It was... Was it January? Or was it September, October 2023? It's a year and a half ago, maybe. Well, less than a year and a half. But, you know, it's not that long ago. And the podcast host I was with decided that I couldn't. First of all, they decided I couldn't have music. Because I used to have recordings, and at the end of it, I just play music for 5 hours or 10 hours or whatever. Then they said, can't have that. Has to be spoken word. So I changed it, and I started having spoken words, and like I do now, with background music. And then things were going really well, and they said, nope, can't have background music anymore because it goes against our guidelines. Even though it's copyright-free music, and they said, "Oh, you got to get rid of them." So I started to get rid of them. I was trying to download them so I didn't lose them, because I didn't back them up, like a wingle-wongle that I am sometimes. And I ended up losing a couple of my podcasts because I didn't get rid of stuff quickly enough. So I still had most of the stuff without music, so I could redo them. But it messed up the connections with the different podcast hosts, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I still hardly get any on Spotify. I mean, according to this, yes, I think it's Stats Thursday. This is what it's turning into. Stats Thursday. Sources. Just for the last 30 days. So, and I'll give you the stats. It's not like a huge amount. This is on Spreaker. So at the moment I'm getting about, again, it's not a lot, but just under 50,000 streams a month, or downloads, whatever you want to call them, plays. So just under 50,000. On Spreaker, I got, in the last month, 33,840, and the rest has been on SoundCloud. So out of the 33,841, Apple Podcasts is 88%, 29,822. Overcast is 3% at 862. Podcast Addict, 570. That's 2%. 1% is from my website. So I'm getting more people now going to my website to listen to my recordings, which I think is still the best place to go. But that's just, I'm biased because, I don't know, it's my podcast. It's my website, rather. So I've had 347 on my website. And that's it. Where's Spotify? It's even further down. The fact that I'm getting more people listening to my recordings on my website than on Spotify is that's just ridiculous. There always used to be Apple Podcasts, then Spotify. And Apple Podcasts would have always had the predominant amount, but still getting a fair bit from Spotify. Now, the last month I've had 261. 261. Now, I know it's not a lot, but overall, and this is my Spreaker podcasts. I've also got SoundCloud, so that's a different ball game as well. On Spreaker, since I can even tell you since when. No, it's not going to give it to me. I know what it is anyway. It's since October 2018. Or was it March 2018? I've had 15,122,266 total downloads on my Spreaker podcasts. And I've had, I don't even know how many on SoundCloud, a few million. Am I making it up? I might be. Let Me Bore You to Sleep. Last time, all time. Okay, that's just under a million. So it's 926,957. And that's since October 2023. So I've got 349,638. Last year I got 559,775. And so far this year, 17,554. Ain't great, is it? But hey. So let's have a look. Go into the more popular one. I can't get that tune out of my head. I was watching Hawaii Five-0. I didn't realise that they used exactly the same tune in the new series as they did in the old. Right. Did I just bang the microphone? I'm sorry if I did. The same tune. I listened to both tunes on YouTube and I think it's exactly the same tune. And it's one of the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest TV theme tunes ever. Black Beauty is another one. No. I don't know. I'll just listen to something like Starsky and Hutch, Chips, and then I think because we in this country we competed with America for TV shows, so America had Starsky and Hutch. We had our equivalent, which was The Professionals. And I'm trying to think of another version. Although America sometimes, as they've copied England as well. So England Britain, we had Steptoe's Son. And in America it was Sanders and Son, which was Red Fox. But we had it first. They had theirs in the 70s. We had ours in the 60s. Or was it in the 80s, Sanders and Son? I think it was in the 70s. And I'll be honest with you though. Some of the American shows I just loved. Right, so now I'm on Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply. This is the SoundCloud one. And I've got 2,438,733 plays. So 2023, 604,286, 2024, 1,808, 1,808,748. This year so far, 25,699. Now, some might say, how come it's a lot more last year than now? Well, the reason being is, I can give you the exact reason. I can. Here we go. Because last year, other than, December, October, so I didn't go about in October, so September, I basically didn't hardly use Spreaker at all last year. I used it for the first, didn't use it hardly at all. A little bit for the first part of the year, and then I went to SoundCloud and I used them all the time. So yeah, there wasn't a lot. I mean, really. So March last year on Spreaker, bearing in mind I get like 30,000 on an average month. Last month I got 7,353. April 5,068. May 224. So I would have swapped over to SoundCloud. And I think I kind of moved around a little bit last year, which again isn't good for the podcast to do that. June 2,183. August 1,340. Blimey. August 1340. September 5,852. October 9,551. And then I went back. So I probably went back properly in November. 31,332. 31,498, sorry. So, and in December, 11,620. So I must have, how weird. That's very strange. Alright, so I don't know what happened in December. It's 11,620. So maybe I went back to SoundCloud again. And then in January I came back to Spreaker. 42,074. February 33,493. And so far this month 25,167. And there's still another 10 days left, so that'll be probably 40,000 or something by the time I get to the end of this month. Or 25, 35, 30, 37, 38 or whatever. So, yeah, that's alright. So you see what I mean? Spreaker is weird. So altogether, what is that? 15, 16, 17, 18, over 18 million between the podcasts since March 2018. I know it's not, there are no awards to be won, but still groovy, still super exciting. It's still, looking for this. I want to find that thing where it says that I was charting. Let's see if I can find it. Anyway, all I was going to ask, if you could go, please, go onto my podcasts wherever you listen. So if you listen on Spotify, if you listen on Apple Podcasts, providing you got something nice to say, but it'd be just so cool if you could leave a nice message, even if it's just, there you go, Jason, I've left a message for you now. Even, makes me look a bit silly, but it's fine. But just, it's like, that's going to put people off. If they come along and they see, I couldn't find the bad reviews. I wonder if it's on my website. Wow. It might actually be on my website. Which is even worse. If my website picked up reviews, load more. No, there's no reviews on my website. That's just as well, really. If I put in my name, Jason Newland reviews. Okay. I do have reviews on my website. I just haven't got it in the menu. So according to this, load more. So oh blimey. Okay, this is what it is. So I've got one. This is February 2026. So thank you. An actual quiet whisper. A lovely, nice quiet whisper. Thank you. That was the message. Deep sleep whisper hypnosis. Apple Podcasts. Love. I fall asleep immediately, but I set a 30-minute sleep timer so then I don't wake up because of ads. There's no ads. There might be an ad at the very beginning. There'll be no ads at the end or at the... Yeah. I don't have any ads other than just at the beginning now. So you won't be interrupted, I suppose, unless it goes on and plays the next recording. So that's a possibility, but yeah. A great help, stress and pain relief. This is Apple Podcasts as well. I love this podcast. It always helps me to calm down when I feel really stressed, either as a relaxing break during the day or to fall asleep at night. It seems there are no new episodes for Hypnosis for Sleeping Deeply, but you can still download the old ones. Is that the same one as earlier I read out? That was July 2024, so that's all sorted now. There was a few teething problems. This is a funny one, and it's from October 2022. Why does it say Jason N when it sounds so different now? Because my voice is different to how it was 12 years ago, 13 years ago, that's why, 15 years ago. And I was watching a video on YouTube from 2007 of mine. It's on under the old videos. It's in a playlist on my YouTube channel. It's in black and white. And I kind of open up with, "Hello, my name's Jason Newland." And then hello, welcome to www.jasonnewland. And it's when I just started really making videos for YouTube, and YouTube hadn't been around. It's only just kind of become a thing, and it's weird. I mean, there's videos on there not even that long ago where I've got hair. This is like 2021, 2020, 2021, maybe 2022. I lose track. But I've got the biggest beard. But I've got hair. It's all curly and it's like, yeah, it's got grey and stuff. But a few years earlier than that, dark hair. Deep Sleep Whisper, great job. Keep doing podcasts. Go you. That was 2022. So there's not a lot. I think it's because I lost the podcasts with the deep. These are Deep Sleep Whisper. Load more. Blimey, there's loads. I got one from 2019, May the 13th. This is from Pub Semes. As a college student of music, I tend not to get much sleep as it goes. As an ironic cherry on top of the sundae of life's cruel jokes, I'm also an insomniac. This podcast really helps. Cheers, Jason. You're an absolute geese. Thank you. That's a while back, isn't it? 2019. That was on stress and pain relief. Then Deep Sleep Whisper Hypnosis. Helpful to sleep, only one complaint. Here we go. This is one I talk about sometimes. I listen to him also almost every night to fall asleep. His voice is very soothing and it works almost every time to get me to sleep. Great find. Only problem is the farting. No, only problem is I feel like I have to skip over a third of it because you can hear birds in the background. Birds wake me up at 4:30 in the morning. They don't help me sleep. So that's not really a problem anymore because I've got better equipment now. So I'll talk about the microphone. The microphone. So it doesn't really pick up so much of the background sounds. It picks up Vinny crunching away, but I generally don't have him doing that when I do more of the sleepy stuff. If you got those birds out of the background, it would be perfect. Give him a try though, I think you will be pleased. Thank you. I mean, it's from 2019, July the 8th. Yeah, so the birds aren't really in the background anymore. I love the birds. There was a time when I used to actually purposefully, I keep seeing that. It's the grey bit, blimey. Actually add background sounds to my podcasts. This is 2007 time, maybe 2008, 2009 as well. But I used to, and even 2007, I'd go into the park purposefully to find somewhere where there was birds sound, so I could be under a tree, make a recording. I did that once, and it started raining. Well, it'd be, and I had my little recording thing with me on the tape recorder. So I'm running home. It's not far, so I get home. Stops raining, sun comes out. I get back out there to make a recording. Sit down. Need a toilet, so I have to go back again. Then when I didn't make it, I got a complaint. Fabulous. This is some stress and pain relief. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. The podcast you provide, podcasts you provide are greatly appreciated. I now sleep much easier, and the time it takes to get to sleep is much quicker. In addition, I feel the quality of my sleep has improved. Thank you to yourself and Andre. Oh, thank you. That was July 21st, 2019. Another one from Deep Sleep Whisper. Thank you. This podcast has really helped me sleep. Thank you so much. Also, the ads were just removed, which helps a lot. So there was no ad. There was never ads at the end. I'm pretty sure there wasn't. And at the beginning, yeah, I think that was someone that's kept moaning about the ads like constantly. But there's hardly any adverts. There's like hardly any. Don't talk about how buff you are. November the 21st, 2019. I can't help it. Can't help it if I'm muscly. I'm not convinced, Jason. You lull me to sleep, but you don't trick my brain. Ooh, muscle. Look, muscles. Fun, educational, challenging. This is for the chronic pain hypnosis. Very funny, but also educational. That you can experiment with your own body and body sensations, feelings and thoughts. Keep it up. That's a January 29th, 2020. Blimey, I've got no idea what recording he was talking about, or she. Deep Sleep Whisper, love it. 7th March 2020. So, I mean, I didn't come on here to read all these things out, but blimey, there's quite a few. But they're hidden behind the ones that are a bit negative. So, anyway, if you could do that, if you're still awake, not now, but, you know, later on, should I do a little hypnotic suggestion? I command you to write a review for my podcast. Only if you want to. So today, earlier on, I did do yesterday I did a Whisper Wednesday. So I think Ben will be happy on that one. And it's really weird. Whenever I do a whisper recording, my subscribers start to go up. Unless I could just do a morning whisper daily and just do a whisper when I wake up. Just a whisper, because this Whisper Wednesday was a let me boy to sleep whisper. So it's not hypnosis, it's not like you will relax and feel calm. None of that. It was not, I don't do that, but you know, it was more just me talking or whispering. But when I do whisper like that, for some reason it's, because sometimes when I do the hypnosis stuff, I feel a little bit of strain on my voice. But when I'm doing a let me bore you to sleep, I'm okay. I mean, I can have background sound, even if it's a whisper, because it's a let me bore you to sleep. It's not about being completely silent. And Vinny is part of this. He's my sidekick, or I'm his sidekick. But something different about when I wake up in the morning to when I do a record in the afternoon, or, you know, early evening, or, well, it's now nearly 10 o'clock, so it's quite late evening for me. The difference is, apart from I'm tired, I want to go to bed. Apart from that, when I wake up, I have a different state of mind. Different. not quite sure how to explain it. Yeah, it's almost like I've got a different personality when I wake up. Like I'm a different person. I'm not this. I find it hard to explain. It's not that I'm grumpy. I think it's more maybe not quite awake yet. Maybe just woken up. There's maybe dreams I've had are still fairly fresh in my mind. Maybe because I've rested and my brain's had a bit of a break, and then I don't know what it is. I'm really not sure. There might be some kind of psychiatric reason, or psychological reason rather, just generally. Maybe we're all a bit different when we wake up to what we are when we're awake. Well, not awake, but like later in the day. Because now I'm winding down. This is the wind down period. This is a time when I don't want anyone knocking on a door, as opposed to all the other times when I invite people to knock. Okay, fair enough. But this is my wind down period. This is, I don't have my phone on. I don't. Yeah, especially not. I'm usually in bed by now, 10 o'clock. And I will go straight to bed when I finish this. I won't upload or do any of the editing or anything till tomorrow morning first thing. Yeah, I'm not going to. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like, I might do something. I might do a little bit of editing. Maybe try and get the video, try and get the audio done. Maybe try and do half of the work. Well, I say work, but half of the process. Because, this is what happens. When I've done a recording, I'm going to go through everything I do. Maybe one day I actually make a recording in real time. And just show you how long it actually takes from finishing a recording to all the other stuff I do. So I'll basically be sitting over there. I'll have to have the camera facing me there. And so you'll have the curtains to look at. Well, and me as well. And I'll go through in real time what I do. So yeah, I'm not even sure if I could do it in real time. The problem is that to download it, so this is what I have to do, but then when I finish, I have to download. I can't show it to you, but there's an adapter that I put in. It's with a SIM card, not a SIM card, a digital SD card, which takes the file, transfers a file onto there, take it out, and that takes sometimes half an hour. Depends how big the file is. Generally for an hour, looking at about 11 gigabytes, roughly, maybe 14, maybe less, depending. I do shoot in 4K, but to be fair, I don't think there's any difference in whether I shoot in 4K or is it 1080? You got 1080, then you got HD, then you got 4K. I think that's the 4. Or have you got HDR? No. I think there's at least 3. There's 1080, which was the kind of standard video for a while, and then high definition, and then now 4K, and now I suppose 8K is the one, isn't it? Ultra UHD, ultra high definition, and 4K, 8K. I'm not sure which is the highest one. I think 8K may be the highest one. And I don't have access to that at the moment, but I'm sure I will do eventually. But I don't know, like, what I think this is as good as it's going to get, really. I mean, it's not a perfect picture, but I probably need better lighting. And do I really need to be any clearer? You know, I mean, visually, I think you see enough. You don't need to see every single blotch. Every blotch and every boil on my skin. That's not necessary, is it? I mean, come on. Every crease. That's the thing, though. Since I've been making videos again, there's one thing I can't take my eyes off. Before you think that's not my nose, it's not a big red face, it's my forehead, and it looks like I'm frowning a lot, just like above my eyebrows. We know where our frown lines are, okay, but I just can't, wow. I'm thinking Botox, baby, Botox, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if I look my age. I did say to someone, do I look my age? He said, yeah, you look great for 70. Like, yeah, ha. And I had another friend, do you think I look bad for my age? He said, you look bad for any age. And I'm thinking, maybe I just look a bit rough anyway. But I think, take that out of the equation. I'm nearly 55. I think I'm turning into a proper old person now. Do you know how old I am? I'm 7,000 years old, I am. Am I going to be one of them? I mean, 50, it's not old, is it? 54. But I don't know. Do I look? I really don't know. I mean, I don't look 24. I think we can agree on that one. I don't know. I think, bearing in mind, I can't see myself very well with these glasses. I don't mean the glasses are so big that it's obscuring my face. Obscuring my face? It's just my eyesight. I can't. Oh, that's better. Ooh. I can actually see better without my glasses for short things. But for reading, I do have lenses at the bottom for reading. I have to go to the opticians and get another test. But I'm just saving up. 100% I'm going to get separate glasses for reading. Separate glasses for computer work. And separate glasses for distance. So when I go out. Because having it all in one lens, it's not suitable for me. It doesn't, I want to be able to read a book and just be able to look out the whole, I was going to say screen then, look through the whole lens, not just like that little bit at the bottom, which is a lot clearer. But my eyesight for reading's not too bad, actually. Not too shabby. It's more fine tuning compared to if I'm waiting for a bus. I can see the bus, right? My eyesight's not so bad. You know, I can see the bus coming, but I can't see what number it is. And the numbers are quite large. Can't see. So sometimes I have to stop the bus and try, because I can see that it slows down what number it is. And then I have to make an excuse like, oh, you're not going to Chelmsford then? They said, no, this is a Liverpool bus. So I was sorry, man, sorry. So it's kind of like, oh, or I asked someone at the bus stop. So can you see the number of that bus? And I always say, yeah, and then they go on and say, do you know how old I am? People a lot older than me have got a lot better eyesight than me. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have. I'm glad they have, but it's weird. I never thought my eyesight would be like this. I mean, I can't. This is with my glasses on. I can't see the number. I can see as it gets closer, but by then it's too late for me to stop it. With my glasses off, I can't even, I don't even know what kind of bus it is. I can see it looks red or yellow, but I can't. I mean, literally, I'm trying to give you an example, but over there, right, over there, I've got in big letters, the best way to fail is to try to please everyone. And Buddy Holly. So I wrote that down probably about 9 years ago. It's been on the wall ever since over there. And it's big letters, big capital letters. I can see it fairly clearly with my glasses on. Right, my glasses on? No. I know what it says, so it's a bit of a cheat, but I can't see the words. And yeah, I mean, what else is there? I was watching a video the other day and I saw, because I like to post these things, these messages. I've got a message up there. You are what you do repeatedly. And excellence is not a singular act, but a habit. And on my door there, I deserve to be happy. That's been up since I moved in. I wrote that in ink. I don't know what kind of pen it was. A marker pen. Sharpie. 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 I did it in a Sharpie. Yeah. So I need to get my eyes. Get my eyes a little bit tested. I do wonder though, because I don't think, and I say that now, may change in the future. I don't think I fancy getting lasers. To sort of improve my eyes, because my nan had that done, and yeah, short term it helped, but long term I don't think it did. But that was just because she had an eye problem. It wasn't to do with the lasers. She had a hereditary thing that my dad's got, and maybe I'll get as well. I don't know. Macro degeneration or something. But it's weird because up until 2013, I never wore glasses during the day. Never. And then I had an eye test. I started working in the office in insurance again. And I realised, oh, I need to do something about this. So I had my eyes tested. And I got trifocals. So a bit like these ones. Or no, these are different. But they were in the middle. So it was at the top, distance, in the middle, computer work, and at the bottom, reading. Very strange. I wouldn't do that again. And then the second pair I got, you know what, I don't know. I'm sure I've had 3 pairs of glasses in that time. But then 2013, 2023, 12 years. I suppose to have 3 pairs of glasses isn't that... I don't know, the last time I went to the opticians was 5 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe I had them all the way up till then. But I'm quite interested in those shaded glasses because I have actolite. So when I go outside, it protects my eyes because of what the family thing with the macro thing with the eyes. I'm basically trying to protect my eyes from the sunlight, so that my eyes can kind of stay better for longer. And I'm sure some people think that I'm wearing sunglasses in the winter when I'm out, but I'm not. I remember, I can't remember where it was. I was with someone. It might have been a female friend in the summer. And because I've been wearing Actolite, Reactolite, or whatever they're called. Reactolite? For years. I mean, since 2013, I think. And maybe for at least the last probably 6-7 years. And I was with a friend, female friend, in the summer, and she said, I think she said something like, "You do realise we can see your eyes?" I said, "No, you can't." I said, "Yeah, you can." I said, "So you can see where I'm looking?" She said, "Yeah." I thought it was the same as shades, you know, when you can't see the eyes through the shades. Because it was dark for me, I thought that people couldn't see my eyes or where I was looking. Yeah. So, la 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 la. I tell you, it's weird. That ASMR whisper, it's just jumping up. Not jumping up, but it's getting... people are listening or they're watching it on YouTube. Like, just... It's going up by like... Every few minutes I look at it, it's going up by 10. Weird. Or maybe it's my eyesight. No, it's gone down by 3. Also, I need to get Vinny to the vets to have a checkup. So I've got to figure that one out as well. I can't imagine. I might have to get him a muzzle or something because I can't imagine it'd be very good subject, because he doesn't like me touching him, so I can't imagine he'd want a neighbour, a complete stranger, prodding him about. Unless they have to sedate him. But that's not always a good thing, though, is it? Yeah, muzzle, that'll do. And if I enjoy it, maybe I'll get him to wear it more often. Can you imagine putting a muzzle on a tiny little dog? Is he oh, he's there. Is he asleep? Oh, he's facing me. Yeah, he is facing me. He almost kind of melts into that colour of the background. It kind of the similar colour, isn't it? Yellowish. I know he's ginger, but it's kind of a yellow and red, yellow and gingery. I mean, if I stare long enough, it looks like he's not even there. Like it's camouflaged. It looks like it's just a little bit more of. Is he looking? I can't see where he is. Oh, that's it. His head's this side. Okay. Oh, it's gone up by one. It's gone up by one. I'll always remember the first time I had my little viral moment, and I'm not talking about a trip to the clinic. I'm talking about the video I did back in 2011. Try and stay awake hypnosis challenge. And I shared it on every single Facebook group I could. I got a lot of hostility, but I reached thousands and thousands of people. I got banned from lots of groups. You know, was called a snake oil salesman and blah, 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 blah. You know, I was on every chronic pain group, every sleep insomnia group, everything back then on Facebook. And I generally didn't post stuff, but I thought, let's just see if this works. And I was pleased with the video because I put quite a fair bit of effort into it. It doesn't show in the video, but I posted it, and I think overnight I had about 20,000, at least 20,000 views. I thought, wow. And still my most popular video ever. I actually still got it on YouTube, but it's so far hidden away now, and nobody ever gets to really see it anymore. But it is still on there. I took it off. I shouldn't have took it off, but I deleted it. Then I put it back on again. I don't know why I deleted it. I mean, even then, until I deleted it, it was still my most popular video on this channel as well. But if we go to all time, 28 days, 2005, the top videos, 2005, ASMR body scan. Oh, wait a minute. See, it's number. It's still there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19th. So it's my 19th most popular video on YouTube this year. So old video, try and stay awake hypnosis challenge. After all these years, it's still, because I deleted it and I brought it back. I know I've just said that, but what about 2024? Right, because I deleted it, it's not coming up, but that would have been the top one. That was definitely the top one. But it's, what was the top one for that? Number 23, Relaxation, Hypnosis for Stress, Anxiety. And number 2 last year was Baby Vinny, April 2022. Oh. And number 3 was Calm Your Mind. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 was number 7 is Vinny did wee wee on my neighbour's bed. That's funny. Oh, the video of me shaving my head seemed to get a few views. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My 8th most popular video last year was Jason Chats shaving me head. A lot of the ones from last year, it's the short ones, short videos, ones with Vinny and ones with Andre and stuff like that. Oh. Right. So that, I do believe, is the end of this recording. I've not really talked about anything, have I? This has been boring. It's lived up to its name. Boring, boring, boring. Should we go back and see if it's, that video's had any more views? Content. Yeah, one more. ASMR Whisper Wednesday. It's now at 30. See? And I've got 5 likes. Right, Vinny's now starting to be a little bit restless. So I'm going to go. Thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy. And be gentle with yourself, because you do deserve to feel safe. Lots of love. Bye. Do you want to say goodbye, Vinny? Say goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.